Hi, I'm Nick, and you should go pluck yourself.
Hello, my name is Chris Gunn. Welcome to Go Pluck Yourself, the Actor's Pursuit. Thank you so much for being here. The voice that you heard at the top of this episode was my very good friend and fellow actor, Nick Launchbury. Nick was actually one of the first people that I told about doing this podcast. About a year and a half ago, we were sitting in a pub drinking lemonades, and I told him about this idea that I had to start this podcast. And I think it was the same night he told me about this idea that he had to start an acting school. And look, man, we've both started our things. I've started my podcast finally, and he started his acting school, Promptside Actors Collective, which we'll get into. I always said that he would be my first guest, so here we are. It's taken me a very long time to get this thing together. And it had gotten to the point where the only thing stopping me from pressing record was myself. So the day we recorded this, I literally called him out of the blue and I said, hey man, if I don't start this thing right now, I don't think I ever will. Can you come over and just bite the bullet with me? And graciously, he arrived at my house 20 minutes later. In fact, I wasn't even home when I called him. He was waiting at the front of my house when I came home. So I had to set up the whole studio while he sat and watched me set this up. So I was very unprepared for this first episode, but it's a really good chat. I mean, I'm really happy with it. We talk about self-taping, we talk about getting comfortable in front of the camera, we talk about the importance of turning up to set or turning up to an audition with an idea. We also talk about his acting school, Promptside Actors Collective, which I forgot the name of during the chat because I'm a great friend. Now, I'm not affiliated with Promptside at all. This isn't like some paid partnership or anything. We're not up to that. But I do wholeheartedly support what they do over there at Promptside. Nick and his business partner, Brett Archer, who's also another very talented local actor, they've built something really solid over at Promptside Actors Collective. So, make sure you check them out, show some support, and hit them up if you need a self-tape done or need some coaching done or anything. In fact, I had a fairly complicated audition, which was due at the last minute just the other day, and had a lot of physical choreography in it. There's a bit of a fight scene and stuff. And Nick saved the day at the last second, and I was in there for half an hour, and we recorded 3 scenes in half an hour, and he blows my mind. The way he can just pick up the crux of the scene and understand it and really take on your ideas and understand exactly what approach you're going for in the scene. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. And aside from that, he's a really good friend. He's a really nice guy, the best guy. He's just the best, He's just an extremely giving scene partner and collaborator, and he really cares about this industry and he cares about his fellow actors. So check him out. Check out Promptside. You can check his Instagram out at Nick Launchbury or Promptside at Promptside Actors. So check him out. Now, please take anything that you hear on this podcast that sounds like advice lightly. Just because something works for one person doesn't necessarily mean it's the right fit for you. Although if there is one person that I trust to give really good advice, that would be Nick. There's also plenty of unsolicited advice from me in this episode, but hey, you know what? It's my podcast and I can do what I want, and I got stuff to say, god damn it. But eventually I'll probably run out of advice, and then I'll actually let my guests speak, because I realized that listening back to this episode, I did speak over Nick quite a lot. So apologies for that, Nick. I will have you back on and I'll let you finish your sentences. Lesson learned. First time hosting, all right? Give me a break. And hey, if you're enjoying the show, you can support it by hitting follow or subscribe on whatever platform you're listening or watching on, and share it with a friend or share it to your story. You can also leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts. Emphasis on positive. If you don't like the show, just send me a DM. You can abuse me in private. I can take it. It's fine. But leave a positive review. That really helps get the podcast in front of the right people. Please follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Go Pluck Yourself Pod. I'd really love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you guys think of the first episode. And hey, if you really like what I'm doing here and this podcast fires you up creatively or makes you feel a little less alone in your creative endeavors, and you feel like buying me a beer, well, I don't drink, but you can buy me a hypothetical beer by signing up to the Patreon patreon.com/Go Pluck Yourself pod. But a quick heads up, if you're on an iPhone, please don't sign up using the Patreon app. Use a browser because Apple are greedy bastards and they will take 30% of your contribution like they need it. And when you do sign up, please press See Membership Options. Don't press Join for Free. Joining for free does absolutely nothing for you or for me. It's just a way for Patreon to collect your data. So press See Membership Options if you want to join up to the Patreon and support the podcast for as little as $5 a month. And thank you so much in advance. Your support means the whole world. Right. Nick Launchbury is one of the most committed and generous and hardworking actors that I know. He teaches because he loves to teach, and he genuinely cares about this acting community that he's in. He's also an extremely talented working actor, so, put him in your films. Get this man some roles. And thank you so much for being here. I'm really honored that you're listening. Now, please enjoy my wonderful chat with the very talented and generous Nick Launchbury. I look very bald because...
Well, you do have no hair.
I am bald.
So that is the...
Well, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
I first met you only maybe 2 years ago.
Yep.
And before, I'd seen your name around the place and I think I followed you on Instagram and I knew of you, but I was really intimidated by you for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's because you're so handsome and so tall, Oh. But no, you're like this name that kept popping up. I'm like, who is this guy who's at all the auditions? He's obviously a really good actor. And then we did a play together, The Wonderful World of Dissociate, which was the most batshit crazy out there play. But it was so much fun because we played these two characters. We were the insecurity guards and it was like Tweedledum, Tweedledee vibes. But it was so much fun because it was so over the top and ridiculous and so slapstick and overplayed, right? Wasn't it? It was so good.
Very fun.
Yeah. It was really dark as well and really intense. And we were these kind of maniacal.
We were doing really horrible things to
Nadia.
Poor girl.
Yeah. I had to grab the back of her hair and hold a drill to her eye.
But talking so nicely.
So you were at your studio today. What were you doing at the studio?
Just doing some admin. You know what? When I started this acting school with Brett, I had no idea how much work it would be. It's not just teaching.
Yeah,
90% admin.
And if you had known, you wouldn't have started at all, right? It's not worth it.
Probably not.
It's not worth it at all.
Just work for someone else and get paid.
Yeah,
and great, and have do the teaching, which is what I love doing. But no, admin and the marketing and selling the course. And,
yeah.
I just want to teach.
You just want to teach
and,
acting, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about the studio. What's it called? It's called Promptside
Actors Collective.
And so you guys run a self-tape studio?
No, we're an acting studio.
Right.
But
why don't you tell me about it, and I'm going to stop guessing what it is.
All right. No, I want you to guess one more time.
No, I haven't done any research.
Okay, great. We teach the Howard Fine / Uta Hagen method.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And eventually we want to be very similar to the Howard Fine studio and do class in place. So, we'll have a kitchen bench and we'll have a table and a fridge and cutlery and, a bed.
Yeah.
And you set the scene and then you just exist within your circumstances in place like you would on set.
And what would be the benefit for an actor if they had a setting where they had props around them and felt like they were in the real setting? What would be
it's just less to imagine. You've already got enough to imagine. You have to imagine imaginary circumstances, right? But how much better it is. On set, you don't do that. You're in place for the most part. You know, sometimes you're talking to a dot on the wall, but for the most part, you're in place, right? And then you can just exist within the circumstances in place. So it's just closer to the work that you're actually going to do rather than an empty room and a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have the space for that right now. That's the pipe, that's the future dream. So for now, it's very much focused on self-tapes, which is my thing anyway. I'm a self-tape guy, I suppose. So we've just got this, essentially self-tape room that's set up for that. And we just teach the Howard Fine technique in regards to self-tapes, I suppose.
And you're getting a fair bit of success with the self-tapes as well. I'm seeing a lot of bookings that have gone through you.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that like sets you apart, just in terms of like taking the pressure off an actor, knowing they have somewhere to go to tape their self-tape, invest in a little bit of money just to make it easier for them, have a reader, right?
Yeah, I think like you said, it takes the pressure off of you. All you have to do when you come is be prepared, have an idea. But really, I have a lot of ideas, and I may have taped someone already.
Yeah.
So I know the scene a little bit more, perhaps, and then I can just set everything up. You don't have to worry about the lighting or the sound.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the best read I can.
Yeah.
And then we're going to work it together.
Nice.
And, you're going to have someone else there that's going to give you an objective eye.
I think that's really helpful. It's one of the big things you're missing since we started doing self-tapes is having somebody there just having an objective eye and giving you a bit of direction for each take. Like, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing the way we're doing it now, with the fact that like we have to sort of self-analyze and self-direct, which is
important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you're having a reader there to, or, having another actor there to brainstorm ideas and see what pops out for each actor. It's like really helpful, I think.
Yeah. I try not to treat it like a coaching session.
Totally, yeah.
It's like we are just two actors collaborating and trying to get the best take possible.
Yeah.
And really what I'm trying to do is like go, what would you do in these circumstances? Because that's what a casting director wants. They want to see you in these circumstances. That is it. And the only way to do that is to be comfortable within the setting. And just, I'm really just trying to bring them out.
Yeah. Because when a casting director is casting, I feel like you wouldn't want to be giving too much to your client, because really what the casting director is looking for is an actor that has the agency to come up with their own ideas and their own interpretations of the script. If you're doing all that work for your client, then really it's your creative mind that they're getting there, not the actor.
And sometimes I might be wrong.
Totally, yeah.
When an actor comes into the studio, and this sets actors apart. And the second I see this, I know, cool, we're gonna be on for a good tape. They come in with an idea, and don't just go, what do I do now? Because like my idea might be wrong. It might be. I'm going to give you my idea, but you need to come in with your own.
Yeah,
and then I'll give you my idea.
Yeah,
and then we've got two different versions.
Yeah,
I call it. Once we've nailed one down, I say, great, let's do another version.
Yeah,
there's no point doing that thought process again.
Yeah,
you've got it. You're not going to send two takes of the same thought process, because the casting director is going to go, this is the same thing but slightly different. Why am I wasting my time watching this? So you really want an actor to come in with an idea and nail that in, and I'll just help you shape it, your idea, and then I'll go, okay, cool, now I think I've got an idea, let's change it up.
Yeah.
Then you can send two takes.
Yeah, because if you have an actor coming in that's going, what should I do?
They haven't done the work.
It's not going to work on a set, because a director's not going to hold your hand through a day of shooting. They're going to go, all right, as the director, I don't know everything. I'm hiring you for your creative ideas.
Yeah.
So if you come in with nothing, then you're wasting a lot of my time, because I need you to come prepared, and we can tweak on the day as well as we go, just like you're doing in the studio.
Yeah.
I used to feel like that when I first started acting. I would like come into an audition and kind of have the mindset of like, oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? And I didn't book for years and years and years, because I didn't really understand that what they wanted was my own nuances, my own ideas, my own like version of that person's reality. When I started really putting myself into the characters, then that's when I started booking roles, because they saw something individual and interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of actors still have, I would say like newer actors still have that mentality that they're not really sure what they should do before an audition. They just learn the lines and that's it. So what is it for you? Like what do you find works for an actor that books, compared to the actors that just keep getting rejections?
I think what sets them apart is, one is playing an idea of what they think a casting director wants.
Right.
The other one is existing within the circumstances that they were given.
So tell me about like playing an idea. can you, like, what does that mean for you?
It means it's not from a place of truth. It's not fueled by anything.
Yeah.
And this is the difference. This is from your first question. What do you do to prepare? The last thing I do to prepare is learn my lines.
Yeah.
Because if all you do is try and learn the lines, then what do? All you're doing is saying lines.
You're just saying lines, yeah. It's like rote.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is playing the idea because you're acting on the lines.
Yeah.
Or it's an intelligent read, which is also boring.
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah.
But if you do the work of like, why? What does this mean? Investigate. What am I not saying here?
Yeah.
What's not being said?
Yeah.
If fuel with some memories from the past that mean something to you, that affect you, and then come from that place.
I mean, I think this is a really common thing. People are going into an audition with the objective that they have in their head is, I want to win this role, or I want to do well in this audition, or get it right, whatever that means. And so they're so far removed from the actual character's objectives or the character's reality, and they're not connected to them at all, because all they're thinking about is that right. And like I'm guilty of this too. And like I did this for years and years until I sort of realized like, I don't have any control over that. I just want to go in there and muck around, and play and just be loose and take all the pressure off myself to try to get it right, and try not to even overthink what I'm trying to achieve here. Just go in there and just live moment to moment.
Yeah. It's like when your reader doesn't know you've started yet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, you've started.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because it's I'm not trying to do anything.
It shouldn't look like acting.
I'm trying to do anything. I'm just saying, I'm just talking. I'm just getting what I want from the person in front of me.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, we're acting now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I think like just on that more, like I think that one of the, and I do this too, man, just overthink it. Actors have a tendency to overthink it, and it's not an analytical process. It comes from intuition.
Yeah.
And if you do the work and load it in and understand who you are, what you want, and then just use your intuition.
Yeah. I
just
think
make it human. Just be you.
Do all that work, and then just like forget it all and make it, and really simplify it for yourself. Like, what do you want just in that moment? Like right now, I just want to have a drink of water. That's all my character cares about right in this moment.
Yeah. You're not drinking.
Yeah.
But sometimes we want water.
Yeah.
But it's not the right time. Until it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, but I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, but keep it simple for yourself, Like it's even all the backstory stuff. Like I find that totally clouds.
Yeah.
It helps in just understanding like who this person is, and that's all really preliminary stuff that you do right at the start of the process, I think.
Yeah.
And you should just sit with that knowledge in your head. But a mistake that I often see, especially with like newer actors or students, is when they hear a bit of backstory and then they go and do the performance and they really try to show the camera this like heartbreak that they have from their past or something. Like you say to them like, oh, you're someone that whose uncle died or something. And then they just like drop some exposition about their uncle dying when they're ordering a cup of coffee. Yeah. But you don't need to show any of that stuff. You just have to know it. It's there. It's if it comes up, it comes up. But it's just knowledge that you keep in the back of your mind about your character. But you don't need to explicitly relay that to the audience all the time.
Actors always want to show it, but humans always want to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This came up in class on Thursday, because the scene was so internally driven, and you have to have all of these feelings. Like all of these feelings have to exist inside of you, but you can't show it. And so you have to be not okay, but trying your best to be okay.
Yeah,
and that's so much easier said than done from an acting perspective.
Yeah,
like it's really hard to do. It's really hard to teach that as well.
Yeah.
But to have this internal turmoil, like the simmering pot, and you're just trying to keep the lid on.
Yeah.
And then just trust the audience will see it.
Yeah.
In you.
Yeah.
And you see it in the eyes. You just see the cracks in the eyes.
Yeah.
Nothing has to happen with your face.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just have to have that.
You don't have to worry about what your face is doing. You don't have any control over that at all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it's doing, because I also like to think about trusting the context of the moment. Like, you are just one shot in the scene, right? You are just one character. You know, if you're shooting this one little moment in a film, the audience already knows what's happened up to that point. They can put the pieces together. You don't have to show them the whole story.
Yeah.
In any given moment. This is why I sort of bang on about just doing nothing, which is not my idea. It's not an original idea, but like, doing nothing is okay, because if you have a shot of like someone else screaming at you, the audience already knows what I'm feeling. They can empathize with that.
You don't have to see you go,
Yeah. I could be completely deadpan and or you know, crying or whatever, but like what happens in that moment, the audience knows exactly what I'm feeling before the camera even goes on me. You know, and I feel that takes a lot of the pressure off. You know, I don't care what my face is doing, as long as I'm just listening to my scene partner, and I trust that the audience is going to already know what I'm feeling. You know,
I find that when you say that to a young actor or a newer actor, do nothing, they literally do nothing and they have no thought.
Yeah.
And you can just see that their eyes are dead.
Yeah.
And it's in your eyes. And it's so apparent when there's nothing going on behind the eyes. Right? Yeah. Like, we can just pick it up. We're like, you're dead.
Okay.
You're an empty shell of a human.
So it's like it's a fine line. Like, well, that's why doing nothing is okay. It's okay to do nothing. Don't literally have nothing going on.
Yeah, you have to you have to be still within circumstance.
Yeah.
But don't show it. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to show how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Just feel.
Yeah.
Like a human being.
Yeah. If feelings come up, they come up.
Yeah. And don't force them out.
Yeah. It's so complicated. Like,
dude,
every time sometimes I feel real good about my acting, and then I just like, I realize like this shit is so complicated. Like, I'll never really understand what it is, and like, even talking about it and trying to analyze it all, I always sort of end up coming back to this perspective, which is like, there isn't really a way to do it. It's just none of it makes sense.
Yeah,
no shoe fits every foot. You know, it's
totally. You create your own acting language.
Yeah,
and whatever works for you.
You figure out what works for you.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, I think you've got something worked out with you.
But I don't know what to. I couldn't articulate it.
To me, it looks like you have a level of comfortability within yourself. Like, honestly, it's such a big thing to just be comfortable.
That was the big thing for me is being really comfortable, and that comes with the experience of being really terrified. Do you know what I mean? Like, not feeling like, even right now, this is our first episode, and I'm very aware of the cameras.
Yeah. Hello.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is more terrifying to me than
way more terrifying because
actually acting.
In the back of my mind right now, all I'm thinking about is, do people give a shit? Am I making sense? Yeah. Is this actually the message I want to be?
Yeah, right. We're just talking
relaying
shit,
to the world, to our listener. But yeah, what was I talking about? Comfortability, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a big shift for me, like a big shift in my sort of attitude towards this thing was, I did this commercial 13 years ago, a campaign called Crazy K. Look it up. It's hell funny. It's really funny. I'm not even on the camera. Look it up. But I played this, okay, well, I won't go into it, but Crazy K, it was like huge for me because it was one of the first roles that I booked. And I'd been going for auditions. This is when how long was it? 13 years ago. I was like 21. So I'd been going for gigs for years, since I was a kid. And like up until that point, I'd just kind of done extras work and stuff and like a few plays. But I would get really despondent about not getting auditions. And I got to this point where I had this audition coming up, and I was playing this like try-hard rapper that loses his license, right? Mm-hmm. And because I'd been rejected so many times from auditions, I got to the point where I was like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. I don't care if I get this or not. I'm just going to walk in there and fuck around. And I like put on my trackies. I like put my hat backwards because I had like long curly hair. If you can believe it.
That's back when you auditioned in the room too.
Oh yeah, in the room as well.
Yeah.
But I walked in there and I wasn't completely in character. I wasn't going to be a dick to the heathens and be like, "Oh, what's going on?" But it was the idea of like not giving a fuck really set me free, and I got it because I was when I was doing the audition, I was just mucking around, and I was just having fun, but it was a huge revelation for me because I was like, oh, and at the time I was like, oh, stop giving a fuck and you'll get auditions, but it's not as simple as that. That's very reductive. Like, don't give a fuck about certain things, right? But
just don't need it.
Yeah.
Care, but not so much that if you don't get it, you'll die.
Well, it was the freedom of not thinking that I'll get it. That's what set me free from that.
Yeah,
thinking like I'm not going to get this anyway. I might as well just, and I'm not going to go in and be like, oh, whatever. Like, well, I don't even want this. I was just like, I'm just going to go in and play. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, that's what I should do every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I don't treat it like there's an outcome after anymore.
Yeah.
I treat it like every time I get an audition, I'm like, great, I have a job.
Yeah.
And then I just do my job and then I put it away.
Yeah.
That's done now.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no more to do.
Yeah.
And when you get a job, I treat it like a job. So it's like if I'm in the room, it's my time. Yeah. And I'm going to play. Let's play together. Let's work the scenes.
Yeah.
This is my time in the room. And the same with the self-tape. I'm going to play with the self-tape and I'm just going to give you my ideas and
Yeah. As soon as
once it's sent off, I'm like, cool, my job is done.
It's finished. Yeah. Yeah.
I may not have got paid for it, but I bill that as done.
Yeah.
And then if you get a call, great. If you don't, on to the next.
Yeah, exactly. And there'll be more. There's always more.
There's always more.
And eventually you sort of do so many auditions, you're like, I wouldn't be able to do all these anyway. But the thing is, like, with rejection, like, I think about that and people get real upset. Like, they're like, oh, I didn't get that gig. I'm like, well, it was never yours. It wasn't yours in the first place.
Can't believe you got that gig I went for.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well,
that was mine.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck you, man.
There's a bit of truth in that, eh?
we literally went for the same role, and you got it.
Sorry.
That's fine. It wasn't my role.
It wasn't your role, mate.
Also, I tested like 6 other people for that role.
Yeah.
In my studio, that I'm also going for. But like I really tried to get them to do good work in the room, even though essentially they're my competitor.
Yeah.
But I don't view it like that. No. We're all just doing a job. The words were all the same.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a small town, small city.
Yeah.
And it's not a competition. It's just.
I would have liked it better if someone that taped with me booked instead of you.
Yeah.
But I'm also very happy that you booked.
Doesn't look good for you, mate.
Jesus Christ, all those people and you bloody booked. Didn't you do that out of the country?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
But what?
Do you know what beats lighting and sound and flashy camera?
Acting.
Fucking acting. That's literally number one is the acting.
Yeah.
Acting wins.
Yeah.
Always.
All having a nice camera with a nice lens and a nice light with a good softbox.
Yeah.
And a nice microphone. They're all good. But they're only important for the actor. They only give me confidence.
Yeah.
The casting directors don't give a shit. They might go, oh, well, they obviously care enough to invest in that, but doesn't mean you're going to understand the character that you're portraying.
Yeah.
And doing that audition was actually really refreshing for me because I've been doing my auditions in here for so long now with my nice camera and my nice light. And it still works. Because because I feel good about how it looks, so I can stop thinking about that. That only helps me.
Yeah.
Right. But I was in Nepal, and I'd been trekking, and I didn't have reception for days. And then when I got back from the mountain, I was in the mountains. I was very burnt.
Imagine getting burnt in a snowy mountain.
Yeah. You don't think about that, do you?
You don't.
But I came back, and my agent was like, dude, do this audition already, will you? I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't even know it was there. So it was really last minute, but all that was so freeing for me because it took all the pressure off. And I just slapped my phone up on the windowsill and I recorded the lines on my girlfriend's phone just to space it out because I was like, I got to do this in like half an hour. We got to go somewhere else now.
Yeah.
But because it was so rushed, I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm not going to get this one, and I could just play around and just be free and be like, whatever. Like, if I get this, I get this.
It's like you didn't have time to overthink. You just,
no overthinking. It's just a quick interpretation of the character, and luckily, I seem to get it. And yeah, you don't always get it. You don't always understand. You don't always. Sometimes you just miss the mark. But in this circumstance, I was like, oh yeah, I think I know this guy. And I slapped the thing on the window, and I did a few takes, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Send it off. I'm like, yeah, done. But removing myself from all the fancy shit really helped me, because I went back to basics and just being like, this is not about how it looks. I've got an iPhone. It's got a good camera on it.
Yeah,
they can see me. They can hear me. I've got good lighting with the window. Like, someone was asking me the other day, what camera should I invest in? What light should I get? Should I get a backdrop? And I was like, if you want, like, I can give you recommendations, but save your money. Do you have a phone with a camera? That's all you need.
Yeah.
I
think it is important to remove distractions from a casting director's mind, like
sure,
really harsh shadows and stuff. If you can get away with it.
Definitely. Like, it's still there are still parameters that you have, or criteria that you have to hit,
But it's not hard to not have that on an iPhone and a window.
Yeah.
Totally.
Or a ring light, a $20 ring light, they're fine.
Yeah.
They still work. They just need to see your face. They need to be able to hear you. All that's fine. And if you want to go hard and invest in some nice equipment, that's fine.
Yeah.
But save your money, I say.
Not everyone has the room,
Nah.
Yeah, or just come to me.
Or go to Nick. Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting. This is not a sponsorship, but I do recommend. Well, again, it takes the pressure off. And sometimes you get a casting brief, or you get an audition like it's due the next day, right? And you've got guests over or something, or you don't have the time or the facilities to do it. And
I see, like we said it earlier, but I see it as, you come to me to get a decent reader.
Yeah.
And don't have to think about setup.
Yep.
Also, I edit it.
Yeah.
I make it.
That's huge.
Ready
too.
for casting. It's at the right. I file the files. I shoot in 4K, but the file size ends up to be like under 100 meg.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the scene, it's always under 100 meg, and then I label it accordingly, correctly, and then Dropbox it, and you can just download it and just submit it straight away.
That's pretty huge, man. Like I feel like there's so much admin with self tapes now, and it makes it really hard, because really all we want to be doing is thinking about the character in the scene.
Yeah.
And
working in the room.
Yeah.
And so saying I miss that.
Yeah. So I'm not good at that anymore. I had to do a callback, and I was like, holy shit, dude. I've forgotten how to do callbacks. I was back to like being nervous as hell. Yeah.
Hello, people in the room.
I still nailed it.
Yeah, of course you
did.
I
got the gig, brother.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome, man. Honestly.
Yeah. I was still really nervous. Like, I was, and I'm going straight back to those old thoughts of like, I'm on round 2 now. Now I want it.
Stakes are
now
higher.
I really want it.
Yeah.
And then I go home and I'm like, fuck, I really want that gig now, and I'm breaking all my rules.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I don't care.
But yeah, try not to care.
Checking
but
your phone,
it's about being
mail.
It's about being like mindful and calm and comfortable. Even during the audition or between the takes of the audition, just bringing yourself back to your body and just being,
yeah,
grounding yourself again. And
I feel like in the room you can sell yourself, and that can get you the job.
Yeah, that's true.
You
that's
can't
true.
do that in a self-tape.
Well, they want to know if they can work with you.
Yeah.
They want to know if you're going to be good to work with on the day. Are you going to be pleasant to be around for a day of shooting?
And are you malleable?
Yeah.
Do you take direction?
Yeah, exactly. Are you stuck on your one idea that you brought into the room, or if the director has little tweaks or ideas that come up, are we gonna be able to have a creative and collaborative conversation about that and see if you can actually apply that to the moment? That's what they're testing out for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
stuck with self tapes.
Yeah, but I do like self tapes too, because
the callback.
I think self-tapes have become something for me. They've become a moment. To me, that is the rehearsal for me. That is me doing my creative ideation for the role. Like I'll do so many takes, but my first take is literally me like reading it for the first time. Do you know what I mean? Like because I might as well be like, I'll come in there and I'll turn the camera on. I'll be like, all right, what is this thing?
You work it out in front of the
And
camera.
like, I've got all this footage that I won't use. I just delete it. But eventually I'm like, I start to figure out who this guy is and what the situation is. The more I play it, it's just like rehearsing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think self-tapes give you the opportunity to do that. And in the old days, that would be the stuff you do before the audition, the in-person audition, all that work, all the rehearsal that you do on your own, just reading it. I just feel I might as well record it,
Yeah.
And be in the space,
I'm the same. The second I get it, if I'm free, straight to the studio.
Yeah.
And just work it. I might not hit record.
Yeah.
To like the read, but I like to hit record early because usually my first ideas are the right ones.
Yeah.
Like my instincts usually win.
Yeah, I usually use like the first or second take. I do 20 takes.
I only do like 3 or 4 takes.
Yeah, I would not recommend doing 20 takes, but it's just
and sifting through.
That's because I got the time,
Fuck, which one am I gonna?
I don't look at them all.
You
I just film them, and I'm like, that was shit. I'm not there yet. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Yeah.
But I might as well record them. But again, they're not takes. They're rehearsals.
Yep.
I'm just recording them. And
also,
then
it's reps in front of the camera.
Exactly. It's just and just
it's
being
different when you know it's
in the
recording
space
to when it's not recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just being in the environment as well, and you're building the world around you in that moment, Then I know like, okay, my coffee table's over here, and the kitchen's the sinks over here or whatever, and I'm understanding the environment that I'm imagining around me, just by being in the space and even if whether the camera's recording or not,
Yeah, I love your self tapes though because you're not afraid to break the rules.
Yeah, man.
You'll go down to the beach and you'll have tennis balls thrown at you.
Yeah, again,
in the lounge room and.
Yeah, dude.
There's no rules.
That was another thing is I got to really be careful with advice in terms of like break the rules, because I don't think you should just break the rules for the sake of breaking the rules.
Totally.
I think if it works for the scene and it's not going to distract you, if it's not arrogant,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a balance. There's a fine line between like, oh, look at me, I'm going to take this huge risk for the sake of taking a risk. And if it's something
like
actually
a one-liner role,
Yeah.
and it's set in a farmhouse, like don't go
you don't
driving to a farmhouse.
No, that's ridiculous.
To film it in there, that's not getting you the role.
Yeah.
But if it builds character, like your Noel Gallagher.
Well, yeah, and with Noel, like the script said, he walks through his labyrinth of a living room, and I was like,
and you walk
there's a
around
moment in the script where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm walking in this scene, and of course, I was going for Liam at the time, and like Liam has this iconic walk. I'm like, well, they're going to want to see that, and they're not going to see that if I'm in this little mid shot. So I might as well use this moment to do the walk, and I will do it at the time where the script says he walks through his labyrinth of a living room, and that's done. And that's breaking a bit of a rule. But again, self-taping is so new. What are the rules?
Yeah. I love that they put their rules in there.
Yeah.
You know what I hate? I hate when they say they want a long shot slate.
I hate that too, because then they find out how tall I'm not.
But who can do that? So I just do a pan down, pan up.
Yeah.
But
I put the camera in this corner and I stand right in that corner.
And you do it like hi there, I'm Chris Gunn.
Look at me down here. Come down here, I'll fight you.
I never do, and I've got room to do a full body slate.
Yeah.
Nah. It's unreasonable. Stop it.
Please stop. There's one rule I want to break.
But I'll pan down. But if I'm on my own and I need to do a long slate, how the fuck am I going to pan down?
Yeah.
So I just don't. Is that going to not get me the role? He didn't do a long slate. He's out.
If they ask for a still full shot,
oh totally,
I'll send that, a photograph, and then they can see what my fucking feet look like.
And also sometimes I'm wearing the top half of the costume, but not the bottom half.
I'm not wearing pants now.
So then they pan down. It's like this business shirt and my jocks.
Yeah. Do you remember that Heeson workshop where I was doing, what was it, Roy from... I did a workshop with the Heesons and I had...
The police officer?
No. It was from Succession.
Oh, yeah, I was there, yeah.
I had my suit jacket in my bag, but I was wearing like baggy jeans.
Yeah.
And Lou was like, are you going to wear your like casual t-shirt? I'm like, no, I got this out. And I put like a suit top on.
Yeah.
But like if you had panned down, it was just like these like
Baggy jeans.
2001 baggy jeans.
Was fantastic.
I'm fishing for that one as well. You're right.
It was.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thanks, brother. That's very nice.
What a shame, like the footage.
Quality
wasn't quite good enough. You know, that's one of the reasons why Nicky Boy here shoots 4K. You know, anything you do with me at my studio will be.
It's top quality.
The best quality
it looks awesome.
you can get.
And I think you're right. Like I think if it's going to distract the casting directors, like if the bad quality is going to be a distraction, and you don't have the facilities to do it, go to someone like you, or hit up a friend that does have the facilities. But
I'm not.
Go to you.
I'm not trying to plug the.
No, I know, but
it's like just like in class.
Yeah,
you know, if you do really good work in class, that's a self-tape you could use for your reel.
Yeah.
You know,
but again, like with workshops, like they're not about getting it right.
They're not about getting it right. They're not about the footage. They're about growing as an actor.
Yeah, but if you happen to get some footage that works really well, like I
great.
still wouldn't go into a workshop with the intention of getting footage for a reel.
Yeah.
If you happen to, that's fine. Or if you feel it's good enough to put online for socials, like do that.
You have to go into a workshop like that with the intent to grow and not get footage.
Totally.
Yeah.
Workshops.
That's what it's about.
Workshops for me
growth.
were the first workshop I'd done for a long time was the Teresa Palmer workshop. Did you do that? You did that one, eh?
Yep.
And Lou was there. Lou'd been away for a while. I hadn't seen Lou for ages, right? And Teresa's amazing. She gives you so much. She's so present in a scene. She's an amazing reader, right? And it was such a privilege to like work with her. And Lou came in and
kicked our asses.
She kicked her asses, but in the best way. Like I needed that so much, man. Like because at that point, I felt really, I guess, complacent in my like abilities. I wasn't in a place where I was growing as an actor. I was becoming a little bit arrogant about my skills, right? I was like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. And I think as soon as you get to that point where you're like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to do this. Like no one can tell me how to do this anymore. I've got it.
Yeah.
You're fucked because you stop growing.
Totally.
And you're not available to take in new information or learn from anyone, you know. There was so much that I still had to learn at that point. And I feel like I've grown so much since this day because I was like, I don't know fucking anything, you know. She came in and I was really reaching for a certain outcome in this scene and planning in my head like I'm going to yell on this line and do all that rubbish, right?
Yeah. Pre-shaping the fuck out of it.
Totally pre-shaping. And she came in and she knew, and I didn't really understand even what that was at that point. I just thought I was like doing a really good job and I was like, what's wrong with it? I don't understand what's wrong with this scene. Yeah, she came in and she's just like, come on, Chris, like I know you can do better than this. And I'm like, what's better?
I thought it was already good.
Yeah. But it was such a good learning curve for me, you know. And then I came out of that and I was like, yeah, I totally needed someone to be like, no, you'd never stop learning. You've never reached that point of like, you've made it. You know exactly what you're doing. That never happens.
Yeah.
And it turns out I had so much to learn still. And I don't ever really want to look back on a job and go, I knew exactly what I was doing at that point. Every time I look back on a job that I've done, I go, wow, I had no idea what I was doing.
Totally, me too.
You know, and I want that because I want to look back on all my jobs and go, I've learned so much since that day. You know, I'm only going to be as good as I am at that point, but like, I don't want to look back and be like, I'm the same guy. You know, I want to be like, wow, I've learned a lot since then.
Yeah.
Even if it was a good job, like, doesn't mean I'm going to do a shitty job on a set, but I want to make sure that I'm growing all the time. You know, I want to look back and be like, I had no idea what I was doing.
I hope I never stop learning. You know, and that's what's so good about this acting thing.
Yeah.
Is that humans are so fucking difficult to work out.
Yeah.
So there's always something to learn.
Yeah. And we change as people all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Our values change and our experiences change. Yeah.
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 I still feel like I'm at the very beginning of my acting journey.
Definitely.
As an actor.
Yeah, me too.
You know, teaching aside, you know, as an actor, I feel like I'm just beginning.
But when I teach, like I don't have the authority or the experience to teach like all that craft. Like there are certain things I can sort of put out there as ideas and be like, you could think about this, you could try this. But a lot of like, and I know that if I teach someone, there's a point where I'm like, I can't teach you anymore now because this is all I really know.
Yeah.
I can teach beginners, but all I'm teaching is how an adult can go back to that childlike mentality to be able to play and let go of all the inhibitions that we develop as adults, throughout our life. That's all I teach is like trying to shake off all the fear that is instilled in us throughout life, of reasons why you should be self-conscious. That's really all I can do. And teaching breaking down all the misconceptions about what acting is, which is like, pre-shaping and
copying.
Copying or mimicking or
trying to be like someone who's already done the scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I basically just teach people to stop doing anything.
Just stop doing things.
Stop trying. Stop trying to stop acting on a how,
It is hard to be an actor and a teacher, I think, sometimes, because
that's why I only teach one class a week.
Just because I'm articulating what acting is and how to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I can nail it.
No. But not every role. You're not right for every role. I'm not right for every role. Some people, and it's not even about like whether you have it or not. Like someone might be really perfect for a role because just their situation and their life and their values, all the things that have turned them into the person they are, just happens to make them suitable for this particular role.
Well, there's a difference between good casting and bad casting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can be miscast and that's not your fault and you just weren't right because you don't fit those circumstances. It just doesn't fit. And you could be a great actor.
Yeah.
You're just not right for that role. A lot of times I get auditions and I go, I am not this person.
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot. I like if they cast me, they fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I've
other
got an
times you get it and
audition.
you're like,
I've got an audition coming up now, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if this is me.
Yeah.
But I'll do it because there's no wasted opportunity. Like even if I'm not right, I'll do my version of it. And it's getting in front of a new producer or casting director or whatever, and that's all important. But I'm not going to take it to heart if I don't get it because I don't think I'm right for this role, right? But that's what I was sort of going to talk about before with rejection. Is like, as we said, like it wasn't ever your role. If you don't get it, it wasn't your role. And like, okay, sometimes it might just be like you two are both perfect, but like we want a blonde guy, not a bald guy, right? They
always pick the bald guy because there's wigs, man.
They've never put a wig on your head. They never put a wig on.
They have put a wig on your head.
No, they didn't. They did it for the hair and makeup call.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I had to grow my hair out for Noel.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, but I wasn't as bald then. But it was going. They put little tufts of hair here.
That's a fucking wig, man.
That's not a wig.
That is.
They glued hair under my hair.
That's two little mini wigs.
Yes. I wanted to keep them.
Oh, shit. Can I keep my
You can just leave those there. Just staple them on and keep them.
You'd be like, just do it. We forgot the glue. Just do it.
Just leave it there. Super glue.
Actors, man.
But with rejection, like I think you also have to trust the casting directors and trust the directors that they know more than you do about this project. They know more than you do about this role. And if you're not right for it, don't take it to heart. It's just they know. I mean, I just try, or even if they see that, this person is not ready.
Yeah.
That's so important to listen to because, there are certain projects that I'm like, I couldn't do this thing yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like I just want to embrace the steps, the slow ascent that happens in this career.
It's a grind.
Start off as an extra, fine. Get on a set, observe the other actors, see what they do, see how the set runs. Start early, start low, that's fine. And then keep doing the workshops, keep building up your confidence, keep building up your skills and your understanding of what this is. And then, get to the point where you're like a line or even just like a featured extra or like just no lines, but a character, and then a line, but just
don't try to. There's no point in rushing
don't try
ahead
and
to like
skip
trying to
the
get
steps.
Yeah, don't go straight to like a lead.
I see that all the time.
Yeah,
Like, you know, they want to. People want to. They want to skip the steps and go straight to the lead on a feature film. It's you wouldn't be able to do the job.
No, it's not. I don't think. Yeah, you'd be kind of shooting yourself in the foot, you know. And casting directors know that. That's why they look at your credits and they go, you know, what's on his resume or what's on their, you know, what experience do they have? Are they able to lead a cast?
Yeah.
You know, because it's a big responsibility.
Being number one on the call sheet is a big job.
Yeah, yeah,
It is a big job.
yeah. I think just put trust in the casting directors and put trust in the producers that they're not going to put you in a situation that you're not prepared for. I think that's really important. So don't take it as a rejection. Understand that where you are in the industry, in your trajectory, and keep doing the work outside of the jobs. Keep going to the workshops. Keep listening to the podcast, whatever. Keep reading the books. Keep
listening
doing
to this podcast.
Keep listening to this podcast in particular, and go to what's your thing called?
Promptside Actors
Collective. Yeah. I did have that written down somewhere.
God, I feel like
What's your thing called?
it's the worst paid gig I've ever done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
paid, right?
Yeah. Send me an invoice.
Yeah.
Talk to my people.
Yep. Okay. My people will talk to your people.
Yeah.
And we'll work it out in the mud. He even charged me for the water.
Oh yeah. That's high class water. That's
Aqua.
Aqua. pH 8.
From the mountains.
From the mountains from Nepal. Yeah, I collected it in my pockets.
This is a tough game, man. You know, and like the reps and the training and the small gigs, the big gigs. It's just a part of the job of being an actor.
Yeah, I think
we've talked about this before.
Enjoy,
it's like when you say, what do you do?
Step,
you say, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And I say, oh, what have you been in?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know, man.
Not much.
It's not just about that.
Yeah.
Although it is.
I do a lot of workshops. I have a podcast.
It's my entire life.
Yeah. That's it. Like being a full-time actor
it's my
is
work
just
and my hour work and my only thought process. Like
it's
all
the
I
thing
think
that consumes my every thought. That's what makes me an actor.
But what have you been in?
I don't have to do it to actually
Tell
be an
me
actor.
what you've been in.
I just have to call myself an actor.
It's like, check my IMDb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like it's I don't like listing my resume. It's boring. It's very boring for both parties.
Yeah.
Not much. What have you done? Not much.
You just say, oh, I was in that ad. But like, oh my God, you were in an ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, couple.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like we hate
I have
ads.
to prove
just
myself.
Pay money.
Yeah, it's a paycheck. Yeah. Some ads are fun.
You had a good ad recently, right?
Yeah, that was really fun.
The one in the house and the
roller
door.
Yeah, I did 4 ads in that shoot.
Cool,
it was
man.
sick.
Have you been in an ad?
Oh yeah, I've been in an ad. I'm an actor.
That's so cool, man. Are you an actor?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I also clean toilets.
Nice. Shit job I heard, but it's all right.
That's nice. No, not that button. I don't have it. Yeah, it's somewhere on there.
Is it?
I haven't set them.
Oh, I want to hear it.
I've got a drum kit just there. I can just do that. Yeah.
Look, we gotta support ourselves with jobs and to pay the old bills.
Yeah,
and
that's why I think it's awesome what you're doing with Promptside, because
trying to make my outside job.
You can't be a full-time actor, not in this city.
No, so I'm trying to make
most cities.
My job that pays for my acting an acting job.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It keeps you in the industry. It keeps you connected to other actors.
Yeah.
And it shows people that you're dedicated to this craft, even when you're not doing the job.
Yeah.
But again, we're always doing the job because the job is waiting and just the research and the workshops and study and whatever you do.
Watching movies.
Watching movies, yeah.
All the
it's a tough job, man. It's really hard.
It's a tough job.
Sometimes I'm watching a movie, I'm like, I just want to relax.
I watched last night We Live in Time. Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
I watched it.
Florence Pugh.
And Andrew Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
There's this scene in there that I wanted to use for class.
Yeah.
And And I thought, if I use this for class, I'll need to know the context of the film so that I know the circumstances.
It helps.
It's a gut-wrenching scene, really close to my heart because of the circumstances about the film.
Right.
So it jerked me a little bit.
Yeah.
But the film was really weird. It jumped in time, showed snapshots of their life outside at different times. Like
Right.
she's pregnant. They haven't met yet. The kid's born. You know,
Oh, nice.
she's going through treatment. She's, you know, being a chef, like it's all
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Because of that, the emotional scenes didn't take you. And I felt like if it was linear, the audience would invest more in,
you think?
in the situation. But that scene
I'm gonna
on
have
its
to check it
own
out.
is like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to
it out.
check it out. Then
Just check that
I'm
scene
so just the scene out of context.
But their chemistry was amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I'm so behind though. I'm so behind on films.
Yeah, honestly, I don't watch many. I watch films now to get scenes for class.
Yeah.
It is an endless
Oh man, I was
endless pursuit.
I was on set the other day, and one of the lead actors is in some really big projects, and one of the other actors was talking to him, and I was kind of standing there trying to be part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And they were talking about this project that he did, and then they turned to me like, "Oh, have you seen it?" And I'm like, nah, "Sorry."
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite bit, Chris?
Great bit.
Oh yeah, you know the bit where
the man spoke to the girl.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, really powerful.
What's that?
I think
I gotta go.
Yeah, I think
The director's calling me.
Called. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I always get caught out.
When you bullshit?
No, just like
Right.
I never lie about the fact that I haven't seen enough.
I do.
I'd have done it before, and then they'll like test you on it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
They'll say a line and they'll be like, you
I
know
haven't
that
seen
film? I'm like, oh, what's that? And then they say it like, yes.
yeah."
Man, that film, man.
so
that
bad.
film. Anyway, what's for lunch?
I don't know where people get the time to do it, but there's so many films out there. There's so many series and stuff, and I just don't have the time. I do, but I don't. I'm not caught up.
Okay. That's okay.
I've
Do you have any
seen
good scenes you can send me?
What do you mean? To act,
Yeah. Just to use.
mate? You would know. I don't know. What have you got?
I've got thousands of scripts.
Yeah, send me some shit.
I have thousands of scripts.
Yeah.
Like a Rolodex. It's like male, female, 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 male, male, monologue,
I'm too busy doing auditions,
female, male. Yeah. Shit.
mate. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. You know, I keep the auditions too. And then when it comes out, that's a scene I can use.
Oh yeah. I've got a backlog of things I can't wait to share.
Yeah.
And also, I haven't updated my show reel in years.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 years, I reckon. 2 or
I
3.
use self-tape reel.
Yeah, because I've got all these things that haven't come out yet, and I'm
So annoying.
I haven't really done anything interesting to update, the show reel
It
yet.
doesn't seem
so-
to matter because you're booking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about show reels. Are people watching those or what?
I think if you're not known
Yeah,
to
they are helpful.
them,
Yeah,
they will watch
I'm
it
not
and
going to
go-
send a blanket rule out there being like, don't worry about your show
I
reel.
think
Definitely
that
do it.
Definitely need a show reel.
Yeah.
Like if they'll watch your tape, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we like him. Let's watch his reel. Let's look into him.
Yeah.
Let's look at his IMDb.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You know, if you're submitting on Showcast or casting networks, they're gonna. It's on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, they'll
We'll
definitely
look
look.
there. We'll look here. Like, okay, cool. So he's done some work. We know he's worked professionally. He can do the job.
Yeah.
The confidence.
Yeah,
tick,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
you
if
know.
you don't have a show reel, it if you can't even tick that bit of criteria,
Like,
I do
there's
think
two
like
reels you need. I think one reel is like the actor's reel where it shows your acting, and the other one, the demo reel, is like proof of you working professionally. And if you can have the proof of working professionally and it has good acting scenes, then you just need the one.
wait. So what's an acting reel,
It's like your best work.
and the difference between that and a demo reel?
Sometimes your best work isn't from a professional shoot.
Okay.
So that's like the professional shoot stuff
Yeah,
is they watch that and go, oh, he's been in that show and that show and that show.
I see. Yeah.
Great. He's worked professionally. That's great. But it's not necessarily your best acting work.
And it's not essential.
one
Like
is
if you
best acting
if you don't have that professional work yet, don't let that
just
deter
let's
you
watch
from going for
A couple of
for,
decent self-tapes to show your acting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
But even still, like, no matter how much work you've done and no matter how good your show reel is, you still have to go through the same process as everyone else every time.
Yeah. But look at Teresa Palmer saying,
Yeah.
you know, still auditioning
Yep.
for everything. It's grueling. I mean, I hear stories, you know, I watch a lot of famous people talking about acting. My Instagram, that's all it is, you know, acting content.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the biggest actors you know, are saying, I think that audition process is grueling and I still have to do it.
Yeah.
You're going, wow, like it's only that real small percent that don't have to audition anymore.
I mean, auditioning is really important. It's not like, oh, want to get to a point where I don't have to audition anymore, because the audition is...
You would have to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah. And at that point, like, you just have to be a good runner, right?
I think so. Just like running, jumping.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can run.
Jumping on couches and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, auditioning is really important because it's an opportunity to show the director your interpretation and what you bring to that character. It's not about like, can I get this right? And
yeah, do I fit in your movie or not?
Yeah, yeah. It's not about like, I need to prove how good of an actor I am. It's about, can I relate to this character as this person?
You don't have to. They're not proving they're good actors anymore.
Yeah.
They're just proving that they fit for your movie.
This character is right for them.
Yeah.
Because we're not right for everyone.
Totally.
Yeah. And that's why, again, like with the rejection, I don't even like calling it rejection. It's just, it wasn't your gig, you know? So you can't beat yourself up if you don't get a gig because, well, at a certain point, like if you're on hold for like 3 months and then, you know, you lose because your hair's the wrong color or whatever.
What color is your hair again?
Oh, well, it used to be
skin color.
It's skin color. Yeah, I guess skin color. Mate, I think we worked it all out.
Yeah. Yep. I think so.
Dude, this is really good. Thanks for being on my first episode ever.
Yeah, thank you.
And last.
Thanks.
I don't think I'll do it again. I fucking hated it. This wasn't fun for me.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
You can't see the gun pointed at my head that's just here.
No, I think it's just out of the shot. That's good. Yeah. Oh, you look great, man. Look at you. Man, my head's so white.
I didn't dress sort of accordingly to a podcast, but I can live with this.
Nah, you're good, man. Keep it cash.
It's cash.
I didn't do my hair.
Did you want me to do it?
Thanks, man.
Okay. It was going the wrong way.
Yeah, thanks. That's so, was it like that the whole time?
Yeah, but
it's so embarrassing, man.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
All right, where can we find you? Why don't you plug yourself?
Okay.
On socials.
Yeah, you can find me on socials. My Instagram handle is Nick Launchbury, or you can find me on Promptside Actors Collective on Instagram or Facebook.
Hey, buddy! Oh, see, now wasn't that nice? I told you. Love that guy. So insightful. Hey, next week I have Connor Pullinger on the show. He's a really fantastic actor. He's very prolific. He's working so hard. He's in everything. He's winning some awards. He's the best. And we have a really nice chat. So please don't miss out on that one. Subscribe or follow wherever you're listening or watching so you don't miss out on that episode with Connor Pullinger. The music that you're listening to right now was written and produced by my cousin Nick Gunn. It also features a little cameo by my sister-in-law, Muskan Shrestha. She's the best. But you can find Nick's stuff on SoundCloud. I think he's got an album on Spotify too. You know how I feel about Spotify, but make sure that you check out Nick Gunn's music. He's awesome. Hey, thank you so much for watching or listening. I'll see you next week. My name is Chris Gunn, and hey, go pluck yourself.